Ben Shapiro rarely holds back his opinions on politics, culture, or religion, but when it comes to his wife, Moore, he's much more private. For a man always in the public eye, he keeps his family's life mostly out of the spotlight.
The thing that she hates the most about my career is that it takes time away from, all the stuff that actually matters, all the family kind of stuff.
That said, Ben has dropped some clues over the years. Back in 2018, he wrote an op-ed for Newsweek titled 10 Lessons in 10 Years, What Marriage Has Taught Me. In it, he talked about the first decade of marriage and the importance of shared values, supporting each other, and giving each other space when needed.
I'm not saying sit there with a checklist, but you do have to have a group of things in your head that you want out of a spouse. And I don't mean like they're going to, shine your shoes or make dinner for you. I mean things like what kind of life do they want to build and what kind of values do they hold dear? Because that's the stuff you're going to be able to build a future on.
Ben wrapped it up with a line that might surprise some of his critics. You don't know what you're getting into when you sign up. But if you do it right, marriage is the most wonderful adventure you can take and the most important decision you'll ever make. A little wholesome insight from the man who's otherwise known for his sharp takes. Of course, not everything about the Shapiros' marriage is what you'd call conventional. Case in point, Ben has to pay Moore a seriously expensive breakup fee if they ever divorce. Now, this isn't a Hollywood-style prenup with flashy lawyers and public battles. Instead, it's rooted in tradition.
When you get married, you sign a marital document that basically looks kind of like a prenup. And this is a historic document going all the way back to the Talmud called the Ketubah. One of the things in there is like an actual breakup fee, right? If the marriage breaks up, then how much money do you owe to your wife?
Ben admits he told his future father-in-law to set it at $10 million because, of course, he was certain they'd never divorce.
And he looks at me and he starts laughing. He goes, "She's not worth $10 million. We'll put $1 million. And I frequently remind him that he is a horrible negotiator.
Good thing for Ben, his $50 million fortune is safe. But honestly, that's a pretty rough joke for a dad to make about his own daughter. When it comes to Moore herself, Ben doesn't hold back in celebrating her accomplishments. She's a doctor, and Ben is proud, so proud, in fact, that he often jokes about taking some credit. In a tweet from 2016, he congratulated her on graduating from UCLA School of Medicine, tweeting, "Mazal tov to the love of my life and mother of my kids on becoming a doctor today, graduating UCLA School of Medicine." Ben's pride in Moore's profession has become a running joke with his listeners, since he talks about her job and title constantly. On the Conversation podcast, he explained it plainly.
You wonder why I'm so proud that my wife is a doctor? Number one, I'm proud of her because she's a special person and because that takes a lot of work. But second of all, it's my accomplishment too, okay? I was here for the whole thing. It's been so long and so terrible. But she's actually a fantastic doctor. It's obviously her accomplishment.
Ben and Moore's love story itself was fast and intense. On the Full Send podcast in 2022, Ben revealed they got engaged just 2.5 months after meeting. His philosophy? If you know what you want, move fast. Take it off the market, he said. Of course, Moore's parents weren't exactly expecting such a whirlwind romance, and Ben admitted she was hesitant to tell them at first. Eventually, though, they came around, and the couple tied the knot on July 8, 2008. Age-wise, they were pretty young, too. Ben was 24, Moore only 20. Ben thinks marrying young has its perks.
The nice thing about getting married young is that you're able to sort of shape each other a little bit, which is nice. When you get married older, everybody's got their baggage, everybody's got their established modes of life, and it's kind of harder to make those mesh.
And yes, Ben's religious beliefs likely played a role too, as he's talked about waiting until marriage to be intimate. But there was more than just faith at play. On a 2017 episode of The Ben Shapiro Show, he admitted that part of the initial attraction was, well, physical.
My wife happens to be smoking hot, so this definitely was the initial draw.
But just as important was their intellectual connection. They clicked on a deeper level too, which clearly laid the foundation for a lasting marriage.
My wife and I, on our first date, for 3 hours, discussed free will and determinism and how many kids we each wanted to have. I mean, we were dating for marriage.
Ben's focus on family privacy and security has always been strong, but Charlie Kirk's assassination made it an even higher priority. After the tragedy, he vowed never to make another outdoor appearance, telling Bari Weiss in an interview with the Free Press, "I've told my security team I will never again do an outdoor event. It's not possible because there are too many vantage points. There are too many overlooks." The loss hit Ben hard as he remembered Charlie as a principled man who always stood by his values. "I weep for Charlie's loved ones, and I weep for my country today. Most of all, I weep for Charlie," Ben wrote on X. Charlie Kirk's assassination has left the nation reeling, and at the heart of this loss is his wife, Erica Francevy, and their 2 little children.
I love you.
I love you too.
Their son just recently celebrated his first birthday, and their daughter turned 3 in August. Charlie and Erica loved sharing small windows into family life on social media. Sweet snapshots of their home, though they were careful to keep their children's names and faces private. Charlie and Erica's story together started back in 2018. Guided by a shared Christian faith, they decided to date with purpose, and Erica often said that intentionality shaped everything about their relationship.
There is a God, and you are not him, and that God loves you.
If you don't know much about her, Erica Kirk is a former Miss Arizona and once played college basketball. Talk about range, right? She's now working toward a doctorate in biblical studies at Liberty University and runs a faith-based clothing line called Proclaim. She also hosts the Midweek Rise Up podcast and started 2 nonprofits. Over the years, Erica became a familiar face beside Charlie at events, always cheering him on.
First of all, I have to say this without getting emotional, but I'm very proud of my husband. And I know many of you are too.
She once reminisced about their very first date in New York City, a September evening filled with talks about theology, philosophy, and politics. According to a post she shared last year, Charlie looked across the table and said, "I'm going to date you." Pretty bold move, wouldn't you say? By December 2020, Charlie had proposed, and they tied the knot in Arizona the following May. In 2022, Erica gave birth to their first child, a baby girl, and 2 years later, they welcomed their son.
Can you believe how good she looks? She had a baby 6 months ago. Can you believe that? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Charlie's Mother's Day message to Erica summed up how much he valued their family. "There is no greater mother, wife, or friend than you. God's greatest blessing to us."
Something that's so special about that season of life when you become a mother is being able to watch your husband become a father. It is magical.
Just this spring, the couple appeared together on the Charlie Kirk Show, offering advice to young married couples. Charlie talked about keeping faith at the center and working through challenges with honesty.
Keep your faith, obviously, first, and try to identify any fleshly problems that you might be having.
Erica chimed in with encouragement about building confidence in one another, reminding listeners that marriage is about supporting and loving, never undermining.
And wives, do not compare your husband to other women's husbands.
Then came a day that changed everything. On September 10th, 2025, while Charlie was taking questions during an event at Utah Valley University, tragedy struck. Only hours earlier, Erica had posted a verse from Psalm 46. "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." Across her posts, she's often described Charlie as fearless when others flinch, a devoted husband and dad whose greatest joy was his family,